Hello, everyone. So, today we have a story that actually happened in my own house last Friday, Erev Shabbat. We had a few guests. We had a family with two little babies, 3-year old and 18 months old. After we finished Kiddush, we all went to do Netilat Yadayim to wash our hands for the Seudah, for the meal, for Birkat HaMotzi. And we have two sinks. So one group went to one sink, and the other group, including this family, went to the other sink. And as the parents are holding the babies and are doing the Netilat Yadayim for them, we have just next to this sink hot water urn for Shabbat. And either the baby played with this urn or the sleeve got stuck on the faucet. But one thing is sure, that in a split of a second, suddenly hot water just burst. The cap broke and hot water started just burst out. The father was quick enough to completely take the girl away. She was on his hands, and the mother was with the baby. She was quick enough to try and hold it with her hand, and that the baby won't get hurt. The first thing we did is calling emergency services. They came. Baruch Hashem, everything is okay. The baby had on his arm and a small part of his leg, it was pretty superficial, first degree of burn. And his stomach, he had one small area that was between first and second degree, which means we could see the blister, a small blister starts to develop there. They gave them cream. They put everything in a proper way. They left, everything was okay. The parents asked then, okay, what should we do now? Is there anything that we're not allowed to do on Shabbat for the health of or the treatment of our babies? And the question is like this: if we have a doubt, meaning before Hatzalah came, and we see that something has happened, we're not really sure what it is. A burn can be deadly. If it, Chas v'Shalom, is in a place next to breathing area, if it's we don't even know what degree of burn, it can be completely very, very deep. So as long as we have a doubt, we have no doubt, meaning everything is allowed. And then to what extent? It's known that by tzaddikim, by great tzaddikim, when such a thing would happen, they would be the first one to so-called do the Chilul Shabbat prior to any other of the congregants or anyone else in the area. And why is that? It's to show that life of a person is more important than anything else, and for people not to be mistaken that I really shouldn't be doing this on Shabbat, so let me try to first keep Shabbat, and only then I'll see maybe an individual is in a real risk of his life. Therefore, they showed us a live example that if there's anything and you have a doubt, there is no doubt. You do everything right away, and they would be the ones to show the example. But what happens after we know that it's a first degree burn, meaning there's no risk, there's no danger in it, there's no life danger with life risk. What do we do then? So, in general, as a general rule, a baby is considered chole she'en bo sakana. Anything that happens with a baby, no matter whether it happened or not, he is under the definition of chole she'en bo sakana. The fact that he's a little baby, anything at any given moment can happen to him, and the impact of it can be much, much worse than it would on an adult. Therefore, in this situation, they had to change the bandage, put new cream, and when you put a cream, you smear it, and it's a medication. All of those things definitely were allowed. The other thing that we had over there is the urn. So all the hot water came out of the urns. The first thing I did, I just turned it to the sink, that it will go to the sink and it won't hurt anyone else. But it will still connect it to the electricity. What can be done? What should be done? So when I started seeing that there is a little bit of smoke coming out of the heating element, this is where I pulled the plug out. And why is that? The area where the urn was filled with water. It's enough that one small spark from the heating element will touch it, and it can cause a major risk to everyone's life. Therefore, it would the right thing to do would be to just remove the electricity and the cable from the electricity and saving a great, chas v'shalom, a great damage that could have happened. Regarding the kiddush, we needed to do a kiddush again because there was a hefsek, there was a long period of time that nothing was done, and if a kiddush is done and you don't make hamotzi right after, or you don't bring another revi'it of grape juice or wine right after that, it's considered a hefsek, a stop, a big pause, and you need to redo the kiddush. Baruch Hashem, both babies are fine. Everybody is okay. Everybody is well. Baruch Hashem. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.